stream on my live.
Well,
I
we
said we
already
live
live.
now.
So
We live now.
go live. Let me see. Why the Instagram want to act stupid every single time?
Mm.
Okay.
Are we streaming from to the
We're
big
I can
streaming.
spot?
add it. I can add my page in there. I'm about to add it, but I'm scared because when I went to it, that's when y'all got quiet.
Are we
Well,
streaming on the page though? On the behind the
so hey y'all, we're streaming. Can y'all hear me? You can hear me, Crystal?
Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, I thought you was talking to the
Jeffrey,
audience.
can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Yes.
Oh, it took us a while. Y'all forgive us because we've been out here fighting for our lives. Okay. So today, let me get my little notes up. First of all, let me share. So take some time to share with your friends and all that good stuff. Let me sit here. Oh
And we can't
goodness.
see no. Can we see the comments?
Theresa
Oh
probably
yeah.
can on her side.
Okay.
Oh, y'all can't see them?
Mm-mm.
I
My
mean,
bad.
I don't know if anybody comments. So I know.
Not yet, but we getting there. Okay, so I don't know how to share. I don't forgot how to do it.
At the bottom of the screen with a little TV with the plus.
So can we share this page?
Yes, because that's what we're gonna have to do.
And
So, okay, Tequila says she can hear us. Thank you, Lord. Because I can see her on Instagram. So she can hear us. And I can hear us. So we in there. Okay.
okay.
Thank you, Lord. We have made it through. Y'all, we have been struggling. It is Thursday. And it
March
has
the
just
5th. Because I know the
the
flyer
first
said the
week
6th.
of
Thanks
The
a
March.
week.
six. Yes.
First week of March. And this time, so last time we did this, everybody said they could see it here. So last time we did this, we did with just me and Crystal, and we did scenarios, and we played a little game. And then this time we heard, people say they want to hear other perspectives. So we wanted to give you guys the opportunity to hear a male perspective.
Mhm.
So, first of all, let's start. I'm Theresa, founder and co-host of Behind the Highlight Reels, and I don't know what size she is over here.
I'm Crystal, co-host. Is it co-host or oh no, it's co-host. Y'all, I'm hungry. So when I don't eat, my mind don't work. But yeah, co-host behind the highlight reels.
Right. And this is Behind the Highlight Reel. So this is why y'all get all parts of it. Y'all gonna get our struggles. Y'all gonna get the successes, but you also gonna get the frustrations and all that, because the whole purpose of Behind the Highlight Reels is to recognize that we all going through some of the same stuff, and you are not alone in this. So we all struggling through this Christian journey,
Mm-hmm.
and we trying to help each other out. All right. Behind
Mhm.
the Highlight Reels. And then today we have a special guest, Jeffrey. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Jeffrey Thurman. I'm close friends with Theresa and help her with this project. So glad to be on to give my insight and my perspective
You supposed to be like, I'm Jeff from behind the highlight reels because he be
behind
helping
all. Dude,
hosting
Right,
I am.
really behind the highlight reels.
right. So when we say behind, baby, it take way more than me and Crystal to get this stuff shaking. Okay.
Yes.
We be having help from different people, and we appreciate every single one of the last one of y'all. Okay. We
Mhm.
definitely do. All right, so let's get this popping. Oh, let me Jeffrey, why we start this? Go ahead and tell them a little bit
Okay.
about you so I get my questions up.
About me? Ugh,
Yeah, who are you?
who am
Let the
I?
people know. Because you might meet somebody. You never know.
Hey, you know how I mean. I'm a laid back person. Well, more about me from Chicago. You know what I'm saying?
With that accent,
Huh?
with that country accent.
Yes, but I was raised in Mississippi now. I was raised in Mississippi. I was born in Chicago, raised in Mississippi. Siblings. I got three siblings. So, I'm just a good old mix of a country and city boy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too much going on. I like my video games at times.
Right. And he like working behind the highlight reel.
Behind the highlights. Yes,
So
I
this
do
is his
love
first
doing
time
that.
in front of the highlight reel. So y'all give him a little grace, okay?
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
take him
We
out.
needed some sound effects like the woohoo clap sound.
All right. So thank you for joining us. Thank you,
Mm,
thank you, thank you. All right. So questions. Now, some of these questions we came up with, some of them we've had somebody inbox all the things. So we're gonna ask the questions
mm,
and then we're gonna let the man's perspective. Of course, y'all gonna get me and Chris' perspective from it because we're gonna tell y'all what it is from my side. But we're gonna also let Jeffrey speak on his side. All right. So
okay.
question number one. Is it okay to ghost a group chat if it's getting too chaotic, or is that a friendship crime?
Who's going? I'm going first.
Yes, guess.
Right.
Okay. Yes. Yes, it is okay to ghost it. Why not?
So do y'all men have a whole bunch of group chats? Cause I be interested.
I mean, you have a few group chats, you know what I'm saying? Just depending on who you social with, you know what I'm saying? I'm in a couple group chats, and I have ghosts some group chats also.
Oh, I definitely go.
So
So I'll put you on silent real quick.
Right.
yeah.
We got so many
I
different group
can't
chats.
stand a group chat. Like it's just too much. It's
Meanwhile,
overwhelming.
we got me and Crystal got like what, like
Too
probably
many.
three different group chats on different platforms
Too many.
with different people. So, all right,
Hmm.
look, then we got people saying they ghost all the time. So I guess ghosting is something that's just natural to do, and it's no hard
Yeah.
feelings. Like no hard feelings, baby. We know we grown. We
I
ain't got
text you
time.
separately if I need some.
Exactly. Life goes on. All
Right.
right. So, what is the best way to handle a friend who's always 20 minutes late to everything?
Tell them to be there early.
Well,
You
how?
gotta
Because they're gonna be late
I
anyway. So what's
mean, you gotta tell them about it, like, hey, if the event start at 5, hey, be there at 3:30, you know. Then it might be on time.
so do you tell them the real event time or you gonna lie to them?
Lie to them. Got to. If they always late.
I'm with Jeff. I do a little bit. I either tell you the incorrect time so you can be on time, or I just I do three different things. Tell you the incorrect time, or I just don't go out with you, or I'm always early. Fred will tell you I'm punctual. So when I get there, this is why I drive my own self and I don't ride with folks because if we got plans to be somewhere at 6:30 and you show up at 7, I done did what I needed to do, eat and stuff. So when I'm ready to
Right.
go, I don't feel guilty because you should have been
All
here.
right.
I'm actually gonna dip at the time I say I got to dip. That's why I get there early so I can leave early.
Well, that's funny because Tequila told me that about you too. And I was like, Crystal be late to
I
our
don't
stuff.
be late.
You do be late to our stuff.
What stuff? You talking about being online?
No, I'm talking about when we be meeting up and stuff. You be late.
I do not be late, lies you
Yes,
tell.
you do. Because then Camille and Tequila had this whole conversation about it. And it was like, oh, she be early for other stuff. Because she was like, because Fred is punctual. I was like,
Damn
weird.
punctual. I
Yeah,
think
there is sometimes that you be like, why she here so early? But you been late too.
I don't
But
remember. I
I will
don't
say this,
recall
when
being
you have been late, it has been because of somebody's food. Like that little pork chop biscuit.
okay. So yeah, okay, yeah, I was late for that time, but I'm not always
Yeah.
late
Not always.
because baby, Bojangles got that pork chop biscuit and it's seasonal and it's only
Oh my
here like
goodness.
here, so I had to get it.
Baby,
Yeah, to
listen. And if
get
you
it.
watch the episode, what was the end of
Mhm.
episode 30? What's one drop today? 308? 307. If you go back and watch the end of that episode, you see she be serious about that pork chop biscuit. About to abandon the whole episode. Okay.
I thought we was done.
All right. So, oh, this is a good one. Can you actually stay just friends with the ex, or is that a myth?
Mm.
I would say yes, you can. You can stay friends with them. You
You
can. I
can.
mean, yeah, you can.
It depends on like how like cool y'all relationship was when y'all was together. Cause there's some friends
Hmm.
like maybe some exes that I can think of where I'm just like, nah, we can't be friends because maybe like the feelings were like too strong.
Mm-hmm.
But other exes, I'm friends with a couple of my exes, and I'm just like, I don't. I don't have that. I don't look at them like that no more. Like for
Right.
some reason, it's not like they ugly or something. It's just like I just don't have
Yeah.
that attraction to them anymore.
I agree. So I had to take my little sip. I agree because now some friends, like you said, some exes is like absolutely not because they don't even respect your next situation.
Hmm.
So or you
Hmm.
or your disconnect with them. So it's like absolutely not. But some of them, nah, bro.
Yeah,
Nah. Uh, what is? Hold on. Okay, there you go. In one word, what is the most important trait a true friend must have? Trust, loyalty, humor.
Mm. I'll say loyalty.
loyalty. Yeah, for me too.
Wow.
Yeah.
It encompasses trust. Like trust and loyalty go hand in hand, and I know that I can count on you. You reliable.
Mhm.
You're always gonna be there. You're not gonna switch up. If it's a situation where somebody might be saying something or doing something wrong, like I can count on you to like stay in my corner and bring it up to me and not just let stuff continue to ride out while I'm sitting in the dark.
So,
True.
since you said that, how do you expect your friends to bring stuff up to you? Because you know you got different types of friends. So,
These
like your expectations.
I just expect you just be honest because I think all of y'all know my personality, and I get you got to know your friend because some friends you bring stuff to them and they'll flip it, or you got to know your friend. You got to know the season that people are in because sometimes people are in a season where they're not ready to receive information. They're gonna feel what's the word I'm looking for when you present it to them. They're gonna feel like they're attacked,
Mhm.
and they're not they might be in a space where they're not ready to hear the truth and they're going to defend whatever that situation is that you're telling them about. But with me, just tell me because we can have a conversation, especially even if I don't agree. We could still have a conversation and it's not going to be like I'm not going to raise my voice and yell and do all that rah rah. Just tell me.
Go ahead, Jeffrey. What about
Yeah.
you?
I piggyback what Chris was saying. You gotta have loyalty because trust and loyalty they go hand in hand. Like I need you to be loyal to me in those critical situations and stuff. So I definitely would take that over anything. No.
That's good to know. That's good to know. So let me see. We got people online saying trust. Somebody said that pork chop biscuit have friend in the chokehold.
It do.
We got people saying, let me see. What they talk about? Ghosts all the time. Uh, I can't see. I got people who sound like they lived in the South all their life. Oh, talk about Jeffrey and his countryness. Okay.
I
Um,
have though. I have.
then somebody said you can be friends, but the line is so thin to cross back into more than that due to familiarity and experiences. Plus, sometimes the connection can spark questions about spinning the block. Yo, that's so true though, because some like with the exes, some of the exes is like, I don't even want to put myself in that situation, especially if you're in a serious relationship currently. Like, I wouldn't even put myself to to deal with that at all.
Yeah.
So that's definitely true. And that's a
Mhm.
spiritual thing. Like when she said due to familiarity, like that's a spiritual thing too. We got story for days on that one though.
Hmm.
Um,
Mhm.
and then okay, so let me
You
get
ain't
my
answer the question, friend. What you like? Trust, humor.
well, if you friends with me, you're gonna get humor regardless. I don't know what life is without humor, but loyalty, like you guys said, it encompasses trust. Especially if you're loyal to me, I'm expecting you to trust me and be trustworthy and
Hmm.
trustful to me, and vice versa. But you know, we've all had our friends where we thought it was a friendship that worked both ways,
Hmm.
and it was not. And so I have learned that even if they are not friends to me, it's still okay for me to be friends to them because the Lord is going to reward me accordingly.
Hmm.
But yeah, and we're going to laugh regardless. If you're friends with me, we're going to laugh. I don't know a day without laughter. So, but okay, this is a good one, a good one. If you had a major emergency at 3 a.m., how many people on your contact list would you actually be able to call? And is that number of people getting smaller as you get older?
I would say my list probably five, five people,
Mhm.
five people I
Are
probably
they
call.
family? Would you say that those are family or friends?
Um, family, a mix, family and friends.
Okay.
So let me take family out of it and redo my count.
Well, since she counting hard, baby, I can say family. Funny part, family is probably not on my list. Because my family is all over the place, and
Yeah.
um, if it's an emergency, the end there, I will say a little bit of it is my fault because they're not used to me calling them about things. So if it's family, take them off the list. But my friends that are now become my
Mhm.
family, out of them, 3 a.m. Go ahead, Crystal. I'm thinking about that
I
one.
said seven. I got seven people that I can call, and their phone might be on do not disturb, so I will just call them back, and I know that they answer because it's kind of one of those things where they know. First of all, everybody know I'll be in the bed 8:30, 9 o'clock. So
That
if I
part.
call you at 3 o'clock, then that's really an emergency. So they will answer the phone. They ain't gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, what she want?"
Mhm.
I don't know because y'all make me feel like I ain't got no friends because uh, my friends
You
be
better
so
add me
busy
up there
with
because you
their
know
life.
I'm gonna answer that phone. Just call me twice, girl.
Right. But then look, so y'all be so busy with y'all's lives though that y'all be on that do not stir. So I would, like you said, have to call twice. But
Mhm.
some of friends, as we know, at least me and Crystal know, we got to call her do not disturb twice anyways, because her phone stay on do not disturb because she forgot to take it off.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have like friends that are good friends that I know they are not emergency friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know
Mhm.
that their phone is never in their hand, or I know that one of their kids is always on their phone or something like that. So they are not emergency friends, and it's okay. They can be what they are, but we just know like don't do that. And then for me, I try to be that emergency friend. If you call and need prayer, I'm gonna pray for you. That
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean that emergency friend I'm always get up and go because most of my friends live in different places.
Yeah.
So that part, but I probably got like a good, I know I got at least one, you know what I'm saying? But like I probably got at least a good 3 or 4 maybe, and 4 I'm pushing it with 4. But if I call maybe like 3, 4 times, they may get the thing. So, but it's funny that we say that because that was definitely one of our conversations on the episode about
What
friendship.
I say? I can't remember. I
It
got.
was, I don't remember if we said numbers, but I know that we was talking about, it's actually on one of the clips on the post. We was talking about emergency contacts.
Mm,
How do you feel about your emergency contact? Because I used to always feel like, oh, I don't have nobody to put as an emergency contact because most of my friends are older, they have kids, families, married, and I was always like, well, I don't have anybody to put for my emergency contact. And so I was always like, I can't wait till I get married so I can have a person to put down there. So
so I
yeah.
probably said zero then, but now once
Mhm.
you explained it with the emergency, I could have put them seven up there.
All right, so let's see what people in the comments said. Wise underscore underwise, which I like that name. That's cute. Four family, 3 friends I can call on. That number is pretty solid because those numbers reflect my tried and true A1s. Over the years, I've gained an appreciation for a small group of A1s because I'm giving reciprocation. Yo, that part is true because over the years, like when I was younger, we really cared about, oh, if you don't answer the phone, you're not my friend. Remember those, like that's the MySpace days and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like you not my friend because you ain't answering the phone when I called you, blah, blah, blah. But like as you get older, you start to not only give people more grace because you understand life hit us all. And everybody not just sitting there waiting on your phone call, like maybe the world don't revolve around you, but it also allows time and opportunities. Like you go through life to see, like she said, who your A1s is. Like
Mm-hmm.
there are some
Mhm.
people that they are here for a season, and I appreciate you in that season. But there are others that are going to be holding you down through it all. So we appreciate them. Let me see. Okay, so she also said reciprocation requires sacrifice and commitment. I don't have the capacity to give that to a lot of people, so I keep my group small. Absolutely. You think y'all groups are small or bigger? Like
It's
as
bigger.
you got older?
It used to be small because I was just like Drake, no new friends. But now I'm like, I guess for me, I'm looking at it from a biblical standpoint because I was isolating myself out of fear because I feel like people are weird. I've had that conversation plenty of times because people are weird and they start switching up and doing all types of crazy stuff. So I'm just like, I'd rather just stay with who I know and just the door is closed. What Marvin Sapp say? Close the doors. So I was like trying to close the door. And but now like I'm realizing from a biblical standpoint that there's nothing wrong with isolation, but we are created to fellowship. So I'm not saying that everybody is in my close friends, but my group overall friend group has grown.
Okay. What about you, Jeffrey?
My group always been small because I have that mentality. Shit, I grew up by myself, so I'm just a loner like that. So, but it has grown over the years, especially the last few years. I let a few people in, so I know I'm good with that. It ain't gonna be too big, but it's gonna be, somewhere I'm comfortable with. So,
It's interesting because it makes me think about when I was younger, I would call everybody a friend.
Mm-hmm.
As I've gotten
hmm
older, I've started to realize it's okay to not call specific people your friends. Like
yeah,
I hold certain words for specific people. Like if I say my sister, and when I'm talking to like if I'm dating somebody and I be like, oh yeah, babe, this my sister, that's my friend. Like that's I pretty much made them family, right? But then there's some people I'm like, that's my best friend, that's my friend, that type of thing. But I've also learned in my older age, it's okay to have a circle of associates where if nothing wrong with them, there is no hard feelings, no nothing, but they're just
hmm
not my friend. You get what I'm saying? And so
yeah.
it makes me curious to hear y'all's, I guess, differences, or do you see a difference between friendships and associates, or what? Like, what are y'all thinking about friendships versus associates? Are there differences? Because we know there's a difference between friends and enemies, but what about associates?
Yeah, you can. It's okay to categorize it too, because for some reason, like when we was talking about when you were talking, it popped in my head how Jesus called, like in the scriptures, he's like, "I call you friend" for those
Mhm.
who accepted him and decide to follow him. So I'm like, well, there's nothing really wrong with having a lot of friends because
Right.
everybody accepted Christ, we are his friend, we are members of his body, and all that good stuff. It's just like knowing, having that discernment, like are they really your true friend? Like, and if they are, then I mean, if you got 50 true friends, that's shoot, you just got 50 true friends, but you just got to know how to
hmm
categorize people too. Because you might have there's different stages and seasons that your friends look differently. Your real friends, like we're not the same the whole time. It's different seasons, and you got a season in your life, I got a season in my life, and we show up differently. It's not always 100% at the same time. So it's about categorizing too, like knowing like which friend is good for like what type of season. They still a friend, but they more of a friend in these type of seasons in my life or certain situations.
Mhm.
I'm rambling.
So what the men? Okay.
I agree with separating both. Cause I feel like I probably have more associates than I do friends. Cause I feel like I gotta really trust you for me to call you my friend like that. So I definitely like how separate everything and stuff like that. Cause you can have 50, like I said, 50 associates, people you just talk to on a regular day, but they're not really you can't go. They're not people that you can go hang out with and do certain things with. You gotta have like them people like they gotta be really they gotta mean something to you. You so for me, I definitely probably have more associates than I do like real true friends. And then my friend list, like I say, it's very small. Very small.
Well, we're glad to be on the list, Jeffrey.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know
yeah.
because me and Jeff should get. No, I'm probably still an associate right now.
But you know what?
Hey, but
I
you
look
but you getting on the list. You getting on the list.
right,
and you
but I look
and that's
at
fine
friends
too.
versus associates. Like, would I invite them to my house? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if I wouldn't invite them to my house, like, I love my work friends. Okay, we
hmm
talk. They know a little bit about business about certain things, but I wouldn't invite some of them to my house. Or if I was getting married, would I invite them to my wedding? Would I want to pay the plate price to invite them to my wedding. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't let everybody come to my house because I just be like, this is where I stay. So I think everybody
Eh,
came to my house has been friends. I don't think I've had,
Mhm.
well, no, because that lady that not the Jehovah's Witness that I be talking to, um, yeah, I be doing little Bible study sessions with her so she could see like Jesus for real, for real. We ain't got
Mhm.
this,
Mm.
but
Lord.
I mean, plus you can't let everybody have too much access to you. You know,
yeah.
especially
Mhm.
them associates, man. They're mm-mm. I'm trying to be private as I can be.
Yeah. Okay. So, have you ever realized you were the difficult friend in a situation, and how did you grow from it?
Mm.
Difficult girlfriend, yeah. Well, that's still friend, right? Because it's got girl in front of it. It was in a relationship. You gotta be
Look,
friends
it,
with your
I
man.
got
No,
answer
no,
yes.
no, no, no. I probably say yes. That probably was a friendship. I probably the difficult friend in that. Ain't too many, but yeah, I probably say there's one out there.
Oh yeah, I have been difficult in one of my friendships. Yeah. How did I grow from it? I had to
Mhm.
see that's a story for that one. It was
That's
like
what I'm saying. Because y'all
Mm.
out here trying to keep all the good tea. I'm like, what was you doing being difficult? Okay.
so I had caught feelings for one of my friends. So
Ooh.
I had to grow from that. I had to respect the boundary that he laid out and realize that, he just looked at me as a friend and nothing more. So I had to really be intentional. It took a lot of intentionality to make sure that the way that I was moving around him was strictly
Mhm.
a friendship and not reflective of the feelings that I had for him.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Ooh, I grow from that. I probably kind of stop talking to that person for a minute. So I had to like probably compress my feelings in that. Um, Me wanting more, and probably she didn't want that. So yeah, I probably had to step away, like and realize and remind myself that hey, we're just friends. Ain't gonna be nothing more than that. So that probably my growth from that. And sometimes that can be difficult when you want more in that.
And what helped me grow too in that situation was I had to think, if what do I value more, being friends with this person or the relationship? Of course, I
Mm,
wanted a relationship because I just feel like we would have been like a dope mesh or match.
right.
But I really value the friendship, and I did not want to lose him as a friend. So I'm like, you know what? That helped me grow from that, and those feelings like died away and stuff because I was like, I really respect him, and I respect our friendship. If we just was to stop talking, that would really bother me.
Mhm.
I
That's
totally agree with
cool.
you on that.
I definitely was when I was in that type of situation. I was like, I don't want nobody that don't want me in that type of way because I'm out here dating for marriage. So it was like if I'm looking at him thinking, this gonna be, and he ain't like that, then let me get on to the side and kind of like Jeffrey, separate myself. And even
Yeah.
at times where I wasn't able to separate myself, the Lord will do it for you if you ask him to. So, but I know I've been a difficult friend that's not relational. I probably have seasons of difficult friendship, because I guess sometimes I am the no nonsense friend, and I'm still learning how to be gentle to some friends because y'all know my attitude can be just a little bit
Up
crazy
there.
sometimes. Yeah, a little bit sometimes. But I'm learning that it's my expectation. So that is something that I've worked through therapy, through Jesus therapy as well. But sometimes we'll have an expectation that of one thing or the way things should be or the way people should handle us, but we haven't even told them that expectation. So they have no idea. So we are holding them accountable for an expectation that they have no idea that they are supposed to be meeting.
Mhm.
And now I got attitude. And so those are the types of things that I've realized I may have had some difficulties being a friend in those situations. So those have been good too. All right, so let's go back to the comments. Tequila said that's a good one with the finger. And then Wise otherwise said making new friendships at big ages are challenging. Some other after some experiences we become more skeptical. Plus I value my peace and sleep over anything. LOL. Now that leads me to another question. It was on here, but she just reminded me of it. How do y'all make new friends at our big ages? Because I know Crystal went through her no new friends session, and now this girl talking to
Mhm.
any and everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm. Honestly, I
I,
just you go first, Jeff. You got it.
ooh, I say it's challenging from a man's side. And I guess speak for me, it has been challenging trying to find new friend that you feel like you can trust. And like they call there things I would like to guess guys my age or older would like to pick their brain on like manhood or wisdom, as you get older and like things to do in certain situations. So it's difficult to find to find those male groups though that you can hey bounce ideas off of, and y'all kind of should share the same thing because a lot of men out here going through some of the similar issues, and we need someone to talk to about certain issues, how you navigate through this. We out here doing it on our own, trying to figure out, and we effing it up a lot of the times. So it's very challenging trying to find um new friend that you feel like you can trust and share information with, and it's a non-judgment space you know
It's interesting to hear you say that because, like, originally that was my whole heart for behind the highlight reels, is because everybody's in their own bubbles thinking that they are going through things on their own, when in reality the
Mhm.
Lord created us for connection so that we don't have to go through things on our own, because nothing is new. Like he already said that in his word. And so most of the time, or a lot of times, I realize like your solution or your connection to your solution is like one connection away. And so it's definitely interesting. It makes me want to do more behind the highlight reels and include men too, so that you guys can also talk about the things that y'all go through, because there may be things that like other men go through that men need to hear, but there may also be
Yeah.
things that men go through that women go through too, that because we talk different languages, we don't connect at. So
Yeah.
that's good to hear that. What
So
you think?
when you say Jeff, like with like the trusting people, do y'all just go off trusting people when y'all meeting new friends? Because I don't be trusting nobody. You got to earn that, to be honest.
I would say I'm guilty of doing that, like off the
Mhm.
bat, really trusting someone until you show me that you're untrustworthy, you know what I'm saying? So I go in like meet you, hey, we got this going on, I'm automatically gonna trust you. And sometimes that's difficult I ain't say difficult, but it's disappointing when you find someone that is, you feel like you trust them like that and they let you down. Now you
Yeah,
got to guard up for the next person to come along,
Mhm.
and then you revert back to your what you was doing, just being by yourself.
and
You're
I think
like,
that's why I start off with zero expectations of people when I first meet them,
mm-hmm,
because then you save
that's a good
yourself
way.
that disappointment. Because trust is I'm with that too, and I understand that part with like trusting you until you show me you're untrustworthy, but I'm not really giving you a lot of expectation. I want to be surprised like as our
Yeah.
friendship develop. And I meet a lot of my new friends honestly through groups. Like I met
Mhm.
Tharissa through Tequila. I got a lot of church friends I met through church, or going to different like networking events, and I'll like speak and say, hey, and we find something common that we're talking about, and then we might switch numbers. So that's honestly how I meet new people, is through other people and through groups.
I feel
Okay.
like because people just keep coming to talk to me even when I don't want them to. Like the Lord has given me this I
Magnet.
don't know, yeah, like a people magnet where I create these environments where they feel comfortable, like talking to me and telling me their whole life story. Like, baby, I just said how you was doing, but okay, And what I've realized is like I love people. Like I don't like people sometimes, but I really love people. Um, and ultimately, like my heart is for people to be in good situations and know Christ. And a lot of times because of my humor, even when I be super serious and it just make people laugh, that's how I end up meeting new people. And I guess setting the stage for them to feel comfortable. But I realize I go into it trusting everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Unless the Lord give me discernment, like something about her, I don't like her. So I'm still gonna allow her, whatever environment, I could be cordial and stuff, but I know I'm watching you.
Mm-hmm.
And then when something happened, I'm like, see, I knew it. I knew that nigga. Oh, my bad. I knew it was gonna be something. So that's kind of where we are with it. But it is more difficult, I find. Not just, and I don't think it's not just because we're getting older, but I think it's also because of the way society is going, where everybody is about themselves, everybody is about social media, everybody is about trying to make themselves part of the highlight reels that like, because y'all remember back in the days when we go to parties and we would actually party or like
Yeah.
we would have fun at events, and now it's everybody has to be on the phone showing videoing and stuff at events,
Trying to
and they're
go
not even
viral.
they're not even having fun. Like you can't even have fun at the events. So it's a little bit more difficult when everybody don't have that social skill that they used to have. So all right, so let's see what the comments say because they've been over here talking, baby. Um, all right, so wise underscore otherwise said, I cut off a relationship because I couldn't take a second more of their pessimistic attitude. This was a decade-long relationship. Had to do this to protect my own peace. And that is real. I've had that same situation. And unfortunately, sometimes we don't even realize that people are pessimistic until the Lord take those filters off of our eyes. Because, sometimes you be like, oh my gosh, he's so cute. And then be like, everything this man done said is I'm over here. The Lord is gonna do it. I'm waiting on him to do something. He's like, the eyes of that, like, bruh. So yeah, that's true. Where go? Tequila said, I make new people. Oh, she meet new people all the time, but okay, I'm lying, y'all. No, I always pick up friends, but I don't understand that they are seasonal friendships. That is Tequila, because Tequila is quite bubbly
Yeah,
and
she
bright.
bullied me to being a friend. That's how I
Yeah,
met her friend though. She really did. Like I remember, I met her at church. Actually, I met her before church because our kids went to the same after school program. And I'm like, this girl always coming to talk to me, and she'd be like, "Hey," and she, like you said, she bubbly, and I'm just like, this girl keep trying to be my friend. And eventually, I was like, you know what? Let me talk to her because she seemed like she nice.
you
And
know what? When you think about it, that is her. Because we became friends. I used to stay with my friend CJ, and she was coming up there to stay the weekend or something. And he was like, yeah, my friend is coming. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know how I feel about other females. And I walked in and she was already there and just started talking. But we just, I'm a talker. She go talk. So, and then from there, that was it.
and
We
we just started talking through her pageant.
right.
Everybody kept saying that we met each other before, and I'm like, I ain't never seen that
I
girl
don't know,
before.
Crystal, but after a while, I was like, yeah, I remember. If y'all gonna keep trying to force it on me. And then somebody said, yes, it's the trust and consistency challenge for me. We need that in relationships, I'm realizing. Absolutely. And then Tequila said, Jeff, I've heard many men say that it's difficult for them to find friends as they grow older as well because they want genuine friendships. And that just breaks my little heart because I want genuine relationships and friendships for these men. Y'all need that because we
Yeah,
definitely
we
be
do.
make sure we have it.
It's hard out here. It's hard.
Oh, everybody on your side, Jeff. I see it. They feel it for you, okay?
They gonna be in the comments. You got a friend in me.
Okay. Somebody said, me too. I give everybody a chance to show me who they are. If it ain't right, then peace. And then trust is gained in drops, but lost in buckets. Be careful like that, because that's true.
Yeah.
All right. So let me see. We at 39 minutes. Okay. Y'all know time be flying by. Let me get one last one. Is there any questions y'all have that y'all want to ask before I get to the last one?
Oh, you
I
talking
have
to
it.
us or the audience?
Yeah, you thought.
You
Uh,
Oh, see, I was looking in the comments. I was like, oh, she asking the audience.
or the audience, if y'all got questions too. Cause
Yeah.
now y'all talking to us. Cause y'all know we have been fighting y'all to talk to us for so long. Cause we was trying to make friends on these internet streets too.
Oh, I
So
got one. How do you go about it if you feel like that might have been the question I had the last time? If you feel like the friendship isn't in the space where it used to be, how do you let your friends know that? Do you just sweep it under the rug and just be like, keep internalize those feelings and just keep going, just moving on as if like you don't have those feelings, or do you bring it to their attention?
I can answer. I
yeah, go
think it
ahead. Go
depends
ahead.
on the how strong y'all's friendships were.
Hmm.
Like, um, if it was something that like you maybe was more of an associate than a friend, then I may just like taper off. And if you ask me, then tell you. Of course, I'm gonna talk to the Lord about how to do it and everything. But yeah, I may just taper off. If it's somebody that I was super, super close with, and like something happened that shifted how I feel about them, which I don't know how that would be. Like maybe they stop believing in Jesus, or they just start they going through something and they just start pushing everybody away. Because I have been in friendships like that where they will push everybody away. Baby, okay, got your time. I'm gonna pray for you. And when you're ready, if the Lord says I'm available. Um,
Do you
but it
tell that you notice that you put that they pushing you away, or you just play oblivious and you just like make that mental note and be like, all right, I'm gonna give you your space.
I have told them like bro, you okay? Because I noticed that like when you go through things, you push people away. Because even me and Tequila, we have a friend that did that. That he would push people away when he started to be stressed and stuff. But we recognized that, and so I know at first I recognized it, and I thought I was tripping. And so I would just let him do what he do, and then when he come back, then I would talk to him about like, hey, I noticed something, but on the main line, I'm gonna be with Jesus to talk to him, like talk to Jesus about him. But like when he was ready to, he was all good and come back and want to be friends. Hey, I noticed that like every time you go through something, you push people away. And I think that I don't think he recognized that we are friends. People have been betrayed so much in life that I realize that they don't recognize that it's okay to like be open with other people. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And so like sometimes just sharing it, like if you really need to talk to me about something, you don't have to push me away. Like I'm here, I'm in your corner, friend. You know what I'm saying? And that has helped in some relationships or friendships. So that's what, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna try. And if I try it don't work, then I'll wait for you to figure it out.
Okay. Um, I probably just let you do how you gonna move, how you gonna move. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put too much into it, but I will take mental notes how you moving. Checking in on you. Hey, everything good? Like when you said the rest of just making sure, um, you know, stay in contact with that person as much as you can. See if hey, anything I can do, anything I can help with. But if I see you really pushing me away, I'm just let it roll. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna fight you like, oh no, you need to be my friend. We need to be friends, this and that. You got everybody got things they going through. So you might need that space to navigate your emotions and feelings through that. So I'm gonna give you that space, but you can call on me. But it might not be the same, how it was when you come back around though, you know.
Mhm.
But
we got
I'm still gonna be there for you.
we got a question for you in the chat, Jeff.
I know, right?
Oh
All
wow,
right,
okay.
Jeff. What's the dating scene like for men? Somebody said I'm learning. Tequila said I'm learning. I
Ooh.
don't really know how to date because I only know one mode, which is wife. That part. Okay, let me hear what the man said. Let me sit back.
The
Hold on.
dating scene is, man, it ain't good. It ain't good. It's hard to when you find someone that you feel like you genuine like and they're maybe on something else, it makes you wanna, not probably not date. You tired of get, you get tired of starting over and stuff. So it is. It ain't the best. It's not the best trying to for men to be out here dating. Because you got so many issue that you think is the person really like me for me, is it something that I can do for her that she might like me? So you got to navigate through all that to decide, hey, do this, it is a person I would maybe potentially want to marry, because everybody ain't married material. You could be dating and look, you 5 6 years in, then you like, hey, y'all ain't married, y'all doing all this stuff, staying together, and it ain't cool. I ain't trying to do that. So
Dating is exhausting. I can't talk today. Exhausting.
exhausting,
Exhausting.
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 Jesus, it's
Yes.
exhausting. Maybe that country accent too. Because tell me this, riddle me this, Jeff. This is my last situation. I'm
Okay.
cool with. I still talk to him sometimes, but why do y'all men know y'all not ready for a relationship, but yet still pursue the woman? Because I had that with my last situation. Met me on my birthday, and then told me I brought it up because I'm just like I'm one of them people. Like I like to check in and see where we at, because what we're not gonna do is waste each other's time. And I need to see, do you like me? I mean, do I like you? Just like where we at. So I was just like, how you feel about dating me? And that's what started it. And then when he came out like almost 3 weeks later and was like, well, I just got out the 3 back-to-back relationships. I'm not ready for no relationship. And I'm like, well, why did you ask for my number? I was in my own world with my girls having a good time. Like, why did you
Minding our business.
You,
mind my business?
you
And it was like, well, you just look like you was well put together and you was looking good at night. That is no excuse to ruin my peace.
I mean, in that situation, you might been a filler, you know what I'm saying, in between,
Mm.
for he want to get to where he want to get to, and we men do that, you will meet someone like, okay, yeah, you feeling at the moment, maybe it can grow for you being a girlfriend or a wife, but most of the time it just, hey,
I
you
put
just
them
feeling it
boundaries
for the
on that thing
moment.
real quick, baby, because
Hey,
I feel it,
we get lonely at night, we just trying to have some,
and that's
like that.
I'll do that with this one.
Well, say that then. Because why did you come in, especially when, look, so I can talk about dating apps, especially on a dating app, talk about on here looking for wife, but then you ain't looking for wife.
Mhm.
Because when you find wife material, and we all know like wife material for one person may not be wife material for the other.
Mhm.
And the Lord's gonna show you when wife material is for you. However, what would you put that up there for if you just trying to play? You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
I mean, that's to get the people attention, get them to come
Just
in. Like,
reel
hey,
them
I'm looking
in. Just
for, yeah, the real man. Then you can, how many, wherever you
right.
get in, then you can determine, hey, do I want to wife this lady, or do I just want to play around with her? You know what I'm saying? Everybody, it's, you say you can get what you want and you be truthful, but sometimes no, that ain't. I might like you, but I know I want this from you. I can't just say, hey, I want that. I gotta know. Hey, we
Well,
say finesse the game. You know what I'm saying? A
Well,
little
give us
bit.
the opportunity to decide if we want to
I ain't
give
got time
it
for
or
that.
that
I ain't
for
got time for that.
well, let me tell you
I ain't
something.
got
The
time
word
for
of the
that.
day, viewers, you know how Sesame Street is the word of the day? The word of the day is intentionality. Let's be
not.
intentional.
That's the
If
word.
all you want is just a little cuddle buddy, then there's a
Say
lot
that.
of women. I'm on these
But
sites, these Facebook
uh,
group pages, and women just like all I want to do is play house or sleep with that man, and that's it. They are out there. I don't
Yeah.
know why,
but
but they are out
it might be more than
I
just a cuddle. But
have been
I
there
might want you for go out on dates and take trips with. So it might be a little bit more
women.
than just
Know what to do. When
cuddle
men
and all
start
that.
doing that, and you know that saying, "Be his peace, be his headache." And put
Oh, don't
maybe
do
they'll teach
that.
him a lesson. Teach him a lesson. Start being a
Then,
headache.
hey, then we gotta cut you off. Then we go on to the next.
but you shouldn't even have been in it if you knew,
Exactly.
especially when you ask for their intentions. And as a man, men ask for women's intentions, and we say dating for
Mhm.
marriage. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? And then they be like, "Oh, me too." But then you knew you
Right.
just wanted a little
He
fun
talking about
play
taking trips
toy.
and stuff. He
Yeah.
just want her to take trips. First of all, what is you, a sugar daddy? Just say
Hey,
that.
hey, there are
Just say
people
I'm
out
looking
there
for a
like
sugar
that.
daddy.
Yeah,
Hey,
because again, because like what Crystal said, people that want to cut, I have been that. I have, in the past, look, y'all, in the past, in my world, I have been like, that's all I wanted. And hey, when sorry, my dog decides she want to be in a live too. When we're able to say, hey, this is all I want from you, and I can make that decision. Is that something I want to participate in? Do I want to waste my time or use my time doing that particular thing, knowing that this is all he wants from me? Let me make that decision.
Yep.
Not
But
now I'm feelings and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Then you got
we ain't got time. We ain't got
wait.
time to be, for you to
You remember that
decide that. So
movie?
we gonna decide for you. Then after that,
And
we
that's how
gonna
women end up
hey
on
tell
Snap.
you.
You want to decide for
Exactly.
No,
them, and they end up on Snap for 60 minutes.
but we hopefully we'll pick up on those traits and get up and get out
Y'all don't,
quicker.
cause y'all be too busy
Yeah.
looking at her booty and not her beauty. Ain't that what Mike
Hey,
said?
if the booty fat, we gonna look now.
Oh Lord. Well, that's behind the highlight reels. Okay. I
Literally.
see everybody saying there's pee in the dating pool. And Tequila said fatal attraction is real. That is real. Especially today when these
Yes.
men out here trying to fight you for saying no.
You
So
It's
gotta be and with women too. You gotta be careful. Know who you bring in your home and all that stuff. So
yeah,
hey,
they
women
trash
do set
out.
people up now. So you gotta be
mhm.
Dang.
careful.
Y'all hear my neighbors? Look, they over there got a whole little African party over there. Got my
I
I
wall
can
shaking.
hear.
feel it. So somebody said for all, how do you know? Oh, it's a question for us. How do you know you are ready, willing, and able to participate in a dating space emotionally, financially, relationally? Y'all
Mm,
know how I feel about this one. Okay, yo, amiga. The Lord.
yeah,
Mm.
the
Like, let
Lord.
me
Wait.
expand on that. So more recently, I have gone through dating where I was going through the same cycles. And so I was like, Lord, I really want to be intentional because the Lord knows your heart. Like, not to preach to y'all, but the Lord knows your desires, your wants, your wishes. So I'm like, okay, God, I want to be intentional. I don't want to have to keep starting over because that's foolishness. And so it was like, okay, when I date, I want to be intentional. So I'm not going to date anybody else until the Lord says I'm ready. I'm going to focus on me. And it's so cliche because you hear all over that focus on you, and especially for women, your man going to find you and you focus on you and blah, blah, blah. But then it's like, even when he's like, you're ready to date, like it's when you are not like in positions that would make you be in a space where you're depending on someone else. So the next person that comes, you're looking like so scrambled for love that you'll take whatever they give you. You know what I'm saying? Or like, oh, because a man throw a little money at you because you're in a financial hardship, you'll take it. Like when you are in a space where you are really like, even though it's cliche, where you are comfortable being by yourself, even though you may want something else, where you're comfortable, then I think that's where it's like, okay, I can step outside. And then my friends used to always be like, girl, smile when you go outside, or like put on a little lipstick and make yourself available so that you look approachable. Because apparently, I guess I don't look approachable when I be out and about. I don't know. I don't know
And
what they
I
talking about.
don't bother me face on.
I ain't know that, but
I just
that
be
was apparently. So what y'all think?
I think for me, how I know I'm ready to date is I prepare like I'm doing now. So I make sure because I know that I want to get married. So I'm making sure financially, you know, do I got my finances together? And not just do I got my finances together, have I grown a level of maturity to manage my finances? I also do like a little pre-testing when you start like talking to somebody, and I see like I gauge like how I respond to certain behaviors or how certain situations pop up, because if I get like, I don't know, like if I get mad easily about something, then I kind of, it's like a trigger to me because I do a lot of self reflection. I'd be like, hold up now, I ain't learned it. I'm still, this is still an issue for me, and I'm not trying to bring this level of, I guess, chaos or toxicity into the relationship. So I might pump the brakes and be like, okay, I need to work on that a little bit more. Like Larissa said, making sure I include the Lord. Now sometimes I be disobedient and I still be out there trying to like look, but everybody should wait until the Lord says, it's your time. I think the Lord got me hidden right now because He is trying to prepare me. So right now in my preparation stage, I'm trying to make sure I'm spiritually all the way there too. Because the man that I'm looking for, I need to make sure that I have the mindset to be able to lift that man up and maintain that relationship. And I pray to God, and I know that God will make sure He does the same for me too. Because I'm supposed to be, elevating my king. I ain't supposed to be bringing him,
Mhm.
and, being petty and all that stuff.
You
I
definitely
would
will
say
realize where your pettiness when you be like, Lord, reveal.
Mm-hmm.
You be like, "Whoop, there you go."
I would say on a man perspective of it is you trying to have everything in order. You know what I'm saying? Like your finances, your emotions, um, all those things in order before you actually bring someone into that space. Or you don't want to be like, hey, I might be struggling on my finances, but I got a job, I got all this and that, and she might reject you on that. So it's difficult, like trying to have everything checked, and sometimes you don't need to have everything checked. Maybe she can bring up that rear that you struggling in, and hey, y'all can be as one. But we had that mentality, like everything. We gotta have a house, we gotta have a car, we gotta have this amount money in the bank account, or we are not seen. So
Mm.
it's difficult for us to have all those things checked. Some men they can do that, that they're in that position to do that, but it's difficult where you have, hey, now society where you can have you hear 100K in the bank, you gotta be making this and that, or you can be even be thought of. But for a regular Joe, you just it's it's hard, it's difficult.
It's interesting to hear you say that because it's so many, like my friends, I have a group of friends and we're all like, it ain't even about you being rich or whatever, because I think that's the difference between a woman of God and just anybody in the world. Like, not trying to be funny or nothing, but like, we know there are certain women that know that when our husband finds us, there's elevation. Like what Crystal was saying, like we are to elevate our man because he's going to elevate us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a reciprocal thing. So it's like he may not be where y'all want to be financially, but does he have the financial mindset, or does he have
Mhm.
that financial intelligence? Like life happens, but does he know how to handle money? Does he have a good relationship with money? Does he know Jesus? That is a big thing. Or like those types of things are like some of the things that like my friends have been looking for. And you will be surprised how the Lord blesses your relationship. Like when you have connected with the right one. So it's interesting to hear because I always hear men say like the whole cheesecake thing, like, oh yeah, I don't want to go to Cheesecake Factory, whatever. I don't know what the women saying. I ain't never felt that way because I like a good Cheesecake Factory. Look at this
See,
one
there
over
you
here.
go, there you go.
But that ain't Cheesecake Factory though. But I got my little
Over
cheesecake.
here eating it. But that's like Krista said in one of the episodes, if y'all ain't watched it, she had a first date at Chick-fil-A, and she was so serious about that first date. And that was fine. Like if we are dating you eventually, like, yeah, wine and dine us, we want to feel
You gonna
wanted.
spend that money?
Yeah, we want you to court us, but at the same time, like if we're going towards marriage, it ain't gonna be Cheesecake Factory or what's that other place?
Harry Steakhouse. It ain't
Yeah,
gonna
like it ain't gonna be that every single day.
because I love me some
So,
Chick-fil-A.
I,
right,
I
my
got a
my
question.
little old Southwestern grill. So
I got a question for you ladies. So what is a good I guess call, I guess, a starter date or first date for y'all in the simplest form? Like what would y'all be like,
So
hey,
for me,
yes.
I the simplest form is honestly, one, you just pay attention to me. Like you're intentional about dating
Mm-hmm.
me. So you're listening and picking up on the things that I'm talking about I like. So if you've done that, then my first date, cool date will be we go to Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A. I like to play games. Maybe you take me to the arcades because I like to be competitive with my dude. And then, depending on like if it's like a full day type thing, like, maybe we go walking like on a trail or going to a museum. I love museums. And then we hit up Chick-fil-A and then we go to Boxcar or somewhere. Or there's this what's that thing called? It's kind of like American Gladiator. Take me there. Like I'm a
Mm-hmm.
kid. Like if you do that, or even if you be like, let's get this Chick-fil-A and let's go home and let's play the game. Cause I got a PS5
Okay.
and we play the game.
Okay.
I'm just like, that's a cool first date to me.
Okay.
It's funny. You made me think about that toe. But yeah.
I got playing golf.
But what she's saying is so true because you got to be paying attention, like intentionally listening for the things that she likes, because like no woman want to be the one planning a date every single time. Like we want you
Mm-hmm.
to have taken the time to think about us, to be like, you know what? I think she might like this museum because she talked about she want to go to this place before. You know what I'm saying? Like, or she talked about how she's been here and she liked it and she can't wait to go back. She just haven't had time. So let me do that. So it's different for all women, but it's your intentionality of listening to what she likes and what she says. Even if you got to make a little note in your phone, like, because I sure was making notes. Like, okay, this person like such and such, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't remember everything, especially at the beginning of dating. Like
Yeah.
you're not really serious about them. So you're not, and I hate to say it, but you're not like super focused, laser focused on that one person as you are like when y'all months in or weeks in, or maybe even days in. So pay attention, make notes. If you need some notes, make the notes. But yeah, do what
Okay.
you got to do.
I got another question. So in the beginning when you're dating, when do when do the guys see the real you and not your
Oh, you
representative?
give me a
Right.
because I need for you to know exactly that I'm a little autistic. Sorry, let me not say that. Because I'm not using it as a slant a slur or anything. I'm a little special,
Right.
so
Yeah.
I want you to like know this is what you get, and this is how I'm gonna be. And I'm one of them people on the first dates, which I threw like a couple of guys off, and I asked, I said, "What's your red flags?" And the last one told me he ain't had
Yeah.
no. I said, "That's a red flag right
That's
there."
a red flag.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I'm open and honest with you. I tell you my red flags. Sometimes I could be a little controlling. Sometimes I be bipolar with the one minute I want to be clingy, next minute I want you to be over there. So it's kind of like I just be upfront. You get what you get with me.
Okay.
I think the older I get, the more I'm like, yeah, baby, you got to get all of this. Because again, dating for marriage with intentions, I ain't got time to play with y'all. You gonna get this. You know from the gate. I get a little crazy during certain parts of the month. All right. You gonna get this attitude. And if you don't want to be here for that attitude, then you ain't it. But
And
I
I
want you to
keep
see.
neither.
Yeah, listen, so
Mhm.
I about to say something about the peer draw, even though you shouldn't be seeing it, but like there's type of things that like you get the reality of it, and no filters, no nothing. You gonna get it.
Okay.
Okay, so we got some questions in the comments. Let me go back. Okay, hold on. Okay, so somebody said, "You right, Jeff. My male cousin has shared his concerns dating because men are being targeted and robbed. Got to spend more time slowing these connections down to really see intentions." I had no idea that
Mhm.
these females out here acting a fool like that, but
Yeah. You gotta be careful.
I trust it. Today's crazy. And then they said loneliness and sexual desires will have you jumping off the porch for real, and that is the absolute truth. That's where the Lord got to really step in. You got to set your environments and atmospheres, and just be prepared because it's hard out here. It's
Mhm.
hard.
Mm.
And then Jeff, you're right. There's a lot of pressure on men to have it all together. But real talk, most women are not able to match the qualities they require in their men they're seeking and dating. And that's true. Because I know I was gonna say what we do to prepare ourselves is also like making sure we are the person that we want, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because I don't ask you for nothing that I can't give you.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to do nothing or give me nothing that I cannot provide to you.
Right. And then okay, so well, I'm gonna get back to tequila question. Let me finish what they would say. Okay, yes, the rest of I'm a coffee shop girl. So we got some coffee shop girls, museum and hiking. Y'all got it with the hiking. Y'all know how I feel about the
You
wilderness
know,
out there.
You want to do a
yeah, you do
hike?
the
Look
hiking.
like
She want to
small
do. She
hike.
want to hike the mountain in Japan.
Oh,
No, so she want to hike the mountain.
come on.
They practice to hike the mountain in Japan, and she want to go. I'm fresh off a knee surgery, and she want to go hike the mountain in Japan. I'm like, friend, I'll be at the base of the mountain in the city. Like, absolutely not. Okay, so wise underscore otherwise said first date should be a buffer date just to see if we like each other. That date is whatever he decides. Considering most men pay, and I want to see how he wants to present himself. And that's a good thought too, because I also want to see how you act in public around other people. Like
Mm.
if you treat wait staff disrespectfully, if you hold the door, if you go open the doors, like I want to see how
That's
you
when they be lying in the beginning. You get the real them at month 3.
ain't nobody held no door no more. They just sitting there waiting on you to get out the
So
door.
that's a representative
That's the
in the first week or
representative.
so. We open the door and all that for you.
Yeah, that's the representative. Want to
Mm-mm.
pump your gas? Don't, girl, I got that. I take out the
Yeah.
trash in your house when I come over. The trash
Hmm.
can full.
Yeah.
All I know is trash meant to be taken out. You say you gonna take that trash out, you gonna take that trash out, okay? All right, buffer dates can be coffee dates, park meetups, whatever you all choose. Date to, and then you should get to set the standard. You know what? I like the park meetup without the ants, but the park meetup because that's gonna show me how you gonna treat me around these bugs.
I,
Because
yeah.
I need you to know I don't play with wasps, I don't play with bees, I don't play with bugs. And so you gonna get the real side of me regardless. I need to see how you go act about that bug.
You
So
know, I
yeah,
So
love to
what
have
both
that.
of y'all are fighting the bugs. Well, then what you gonna do?
I'm gonna feel some type of way.
You gonna
You know what? It don't even bother me because the way these bees increase in size every year. I don't know what in the world these mutant bees. If he want to run, we could swap together. Like I'm cool.
Nah, I'm gonna feel some type of way because somebody need to harbor up that courage and it need to be you, the man. Okay. So
we can get the courage, but it can be a distance though. That'll be a distance. Then I can fight.
so what you're not gonna do is see a bug and then sling your date. Like I be saying it or shit.
Yeah. Now, if you leave me, that's a
Hey,
red flag. Ooh, you better
Yeah,
not.
you gotta run.
You
Hey,
better
I
grab
say
my
you. Hey, let's
arm and
move. Let's go.
right. That is not a protector. That is not a protector. At the bare minimum, drag you. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like run,
Drag
grab,
you.
and run.
Exactly.
Lord. Okay. The question. So, how do you feel about interracial dating? Tequila said, I have been approached, but I can be very militant. I love my black men, but y'all have failed me sadly. Now, I I've seen successful interracial dating, and I used to say, I want to try to date a white man. And this behind the highlight reel, somebody be real transparent. I just can't see myself like because you think marriage, I can't see myself like laying down to a translucent penis. So like that's the truth of the matter. So I'm just like, I don't
Mm.
know. Or the other side of it is we at your family house and we all joking because I told you we gonna joke, right? And then somebody make a little racial joke because they think we cool and they could do that or something. And now I got to be the angry black woman.
I've been
So
there, but it wasn't a racial joke because I don't. It don't matter. Like I'm just like I'm okay with interracial dating. I used to feel some type of way when black men dated out their race. I ain't even gonna lie, but now I'm okay with it. But that was a more so reflection because I feel like we as black women were being rejected because of the comments that came after that. So, but I'm okay with dating. I've done dated Asian, white dudes, Hispanics. So It don't bother me, but I did with the white dude that I dated. I was supposed to go to their family reunion, and their grandfather was like, "Don't bring that nigga around me." So I didn't go. He was definitely highly offended, and neither one of us went. I don't think his mom went either because she was kind of pissed off about that. So that was the only time I ever. It wasn't said directly to me. It was said amongst them at a different location and time, and he came back and said, "We not going because my grandfather said this."
Mm. What about you, Jeffrey?
Um, my ooh, I would be worried about the racial line there. Um, is about is would the do you really like me for me as a human, or is there something you gaining because you're with a
Like
black
fetishizing.
man? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's some kind of fetish that you got going on. Like it would have to be some real like conversation that me and that said person having. So right now I gotta stick with the black women. You know what I'm saying? You know, us men, we had that little fantasy of a white woman or other race. You know what I'm saying? But it's a fantasy. But really dating and being in a relationship like that, it's difficult. It's difficult to think that you're being with someone like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
that trust just being there. Like, do you really like me? For me.
Yeah. You see how I'm eating this
Yeah.
cheesecake on this thing? That's what you're gonna get when you date me.
And
Yeah.
he is though. That's the crazy thing. So, all right. So we're gonna wrap it up so Crystal can finish her cheesecake in peace. And y'all know it's about time for me to wrap up and go to bed because I got to go to the gym in the morning.
Oh
Uh,
my god.
but I really enjoyed this and I love the questions. We're gonna have to do this again. Because this was
Hmm.
good. And if you know somebody, and maybe next time we can start bringing people on. Because I see it's like, hey, request to join. So maybe next time we can, step in there and bring people on to join us and things like that. But it has been super beneficial. I learned a lot. I learned a lot, lots of experiences. I love to see it. And we know that if you know a man, your brother, your sister, your man, your husband, that is also out here looking for like minded men to share and just build each other up the same way we expect our women to build each other and uplift each other, then y'all make sure y'all hit up Jeffrey. How can they reach you, Jeffrey? And women, if you in the inbox, Jeffrey, are you single? Because the women is asking about dating. We just need to know, are you single out here?
I'm single.
So how can they reach you, Jeffrey?
I
You
drop
reach
his
me
number in
at
the.
no, don't do that because I don't need no weird texts. Go. You can reach me on IG. I underscore am underscore J Allen.
Let me put it up in here. I what is it? Underscore
I
and
underscore am underscore J underscore Allen. I
too many
might need to
dang
change that.
underscore.
I know. I might need to change that.
I underscore J. Shoot. I
I
underscore M.
am
Lord, let me do it
underscore.
from the phone because I know it from the phone because it'll come up. All right, I'm gonna put
Oh
it
my
in the chat.
goodness.
All right, and Crystal, how can they get in touch with you besides behind the highlight reel? If they the women want to link up, or the men who know.
Yeah, and y'all got some single brothers, uncles, cousins,
Oh my
of the
goodness.
Lord. You can send them to my Instagram. It's makeup m the number 8 cup underscore geek geek.
And make sure they know the Lord. Okay.
Heavy on the Lord.
Right.
Nobody else spiritual because the demons are spiritual. I don't got
Right.
time.
Y'all better vet these people. Vet these people. And if you want to reach out to Tharissa, you can reach out to the Behind the Highlight Reels page, but you can also reach out to Tharissa underscore M on all the socials. I think all of our stuff is the same on everything. So even TikTok, all that stuff. And our YouTube people, because we are live on YouTube, I keep forgetting about that. So on YouTube, if you want to reach out to us, definitely hit us up in the comments or don't they do DMs or something on YouTube or
I think it's
something? I think you got our
I think
email up
comments.
there
I
and
think
we'll get
comments.
their stuff. So hit us up.
All right.
y'all. This cheesecake is so
That's it.
good. I got a cinnamon bun, a cookie monster, a strawberry lover, and a pecan pie.
Ooh, that assorted pack.
But one of them ain't for me. One of them for my mama.
Oh, okay. So we want what's your favorite out of it?
So far, I just had a cinnamon bun. It's a new because I love like local businesses and black owned
Mhm.
businesses.